Hello friends, I welcome you all to this session on uh, power plant engineering. So I was thinking to tell you that how to solve Rankine cycle or model Rankine cycle in Excel. But before that, I thought I must tell you that how to draw TS and HS diagrams using same add-in, that means using Excel, and this will help you in comprehending the topics which are going to come. That means when we are going to model Rankine cycle, then we should be in a position to draw it also, not only solve. Okay, so if you look the TS diagram, then this is a bell-shaped curve. So how to draw it? Now we have to draw it in two parts. The first is for saturated liquid, and then for saturated vapor. The same thing we have to do for enthalpy entropy, that is Mollier diagram as well. So first saturated liquid and then saturated vapor. So in principle it not exactly looks like this. Let me try to draw it as correct as possible. So it should be like this somewhere. So this will be your critical point. So again we will be drawing what? We will be drawing the saturated liquid part and then the saturated vapor part. How to draw it? Very simple. For x-axis you will be having entropy, and y-axis you will be having temperature here, and uh, here x-axis is entropy, here also x-axis is entropy, but in case the y-axis will be enthalpy. Now what we'll do is we'll be using two things. First we'll be having a vector of temperature, then we'll be evaluating the entropy with respect to for liquid, basically SF, then SG, and for this one we'll be evaluating HF and HG, and that's it. Once this is being done, we will be able to draw it. So let us head to the Excel and see how that can be done. So here if you look, I have already done something for you people. The temperature vector I have already created. So it is starting with 0.01 degrees Celsius, which is nothing but the triple point temperature, and it is going up to the critical, close to critical point. Okay. Then I'll be evaluating SF. SF means, SF stands for entropy of saturated liquid. So it is SL for H2O with respect to temperature. So with respect to temperature, so this is the one. Select this temperature and then, oops, I have done something wrong. Okay, so this extra has come. So now if you drag it down, so this will happen. I have already selected this. So this saturated vapor line has already come. Okay, now once this has been done, then saturated vapor, very easy. SG, or here it is vapor, so SV will come with respect to temperature for water. So select it first, then the temperature, and then you simply drag it down. Voila, we have your temperature entropy plot ready with you. Now comes enthalpy entropy plot. So here what is required? H for liquid with respect to temperature. Let's say I am doing this, and for this temperature, and then you drag it down. So this part is ready. Okay, then comes saturated vapor. So that is HV with respect to temperature. So this is, oops, sorry, I've done something wrong. With respect to temperature for H2O, that has to be correct. So you should be writing correct functions, remember. Once this has been done, then you drag it down. That's it, friends. So you see how simple it is to draw temperature entropy and enthalpy entropy diagrams. Okay, not only this, if you want, you can also draw pressure in enthalpy diagrams as well, or you can draw, let's say, temperature pressure diagrams. Because if you look your PT curve, okay, if you look PT curve, so PT curve is normally like this. So here it is solid, then liquid, then vapor. Okay, so liquid to vapor curve is this one. So what I can do is I can show you that how this looks. So if I will be drawing, the curve will be looking like this. Okay, so let us do it. So what is required? Only make them. So I'm keeping this. Okay, I'm keeping this here. Now make one column of pressure and then simply evaluate the saturation pressure corresponding to the temperature. So this is the temperature. Then drag it down. Okay, now what we'll be doing is we'll be inserting one scatter plot, then selecting the data and adding the data x-axis. So it is PT plot, so temperature should be on the abscissa, that is x-axis. So this we have done. Then comes y-axis. So in the y-axis pressure will be there. Okay, okay. Done with your now you can give the axis title. So this is your pressure and this is your temperature. You want, you can increase the font also. That's it, friends. So it is very simple. Okay, so now once you have those add-ins with you, that means properties of steam with you, then you can play like anything. Okay, it is so simple. So I hope now you are knowing that how to draw the pressure, temperature or temperature entropy or enthalpy entropy diagrams. Okay, so it is very simple. And still if you are wondering that how because I have done it previously, so you must be wondering that how it has been done. So let me do it once more for you. So I'll delete every series right now. Remove, then this also remove. Okay, I'll add new. So now x-axis, it is temperature entropy. So for entropy, first I'll be selecting SF as the first curve. Then y-axis will always be temperature. So this is the one. And then the same thing, if I say okay, what will happen? This saturated liquid line will come. Again, I have to select data, then add, then in the x-axis entropy will come, but this time saturated vapors entropy will come. And then on the y-axis, same temperature will come. This is the one. So once this has been done, say okay, then okay, our plot is ready. Simple. So in this way, friends, you can use your Excel obviously with that particular add-in for steam table to draw different types of plots. So in this lecture till this point only. In the next lecture we will be solving our first Rankine cycle problem, or we'll be modeling Rankine cycle. Thank you very much for watching it. Take care.